Hello everyone. As it says in the heading, I wanted to tell everybody where the Garden of Eden was. And as you can remember, this is all the stuff I showed you in the last video. Bloodline, so on and so forth, the numbers. You should watch the other video if you want to know about the numbers. Okay, let's get over here to this. Let's put the sun about where it would be. Close enough. Alright, this is where the old North Pole used to be. Oops. You see how easy it just falls out? Okay. Alright, right here. About. It could have been maybe there or right in the Hudson Bay. So just figure a few degrees off a little bit when you watch. Okay? Alright. So, as I showed you in the last video, but I showed you with the Earth the way it is now. Sort of. So, that'll give you an idea of what's going to happen. Sort of. Okay? And as you can see, going around Peru and Colombia, we're probably right in the hot zone, summer or winter, one of the two. And you go around and keep going. And all of this was right here. This was blocked off back in the day. The Mediterranean Sea was much smaller. It had a whole bunch of little lakes. It was higher, and it had tributaries to get to each place. All of this was completely covered in water, and there was islands everywhere, and also high, low places, of course. And you could get through there through here, from Egypt past the Pillars of Hercules right here. Where's Hercules? Pillars? Somewhere right here. Massive or Delphos or whatever. Maybe it's over here. No, it's right here somewhere. Somewhere right here. And so, where was the Garden of Eden? It is right there. Can you see my little dots? Let me zoom out a little bit. Get it steadier. Let me put it on the tripod for you. There we go. All right. All of this, back in the day, was just a valley. And it opened up somewhere right in here was the Gulf. Right here was like a waterfall. And it let the water out. It opened up since the last catastrophe. And there was 3 cities right here. See, 1, 2, 3. These might have been the Gardens of Babylon or whatever, like you hear back in the day with this. It had 7 waterfalls. 6 all the time, and occasionally had 1 that would tell them when rain was coming from here or something. And back in the day, when you had Adam and Eve, well, Prometheus came after one of the last disasters, like 11,520 or 10,000. And then he came to this area. And the one that was 11.5 was pretty, bad too. But then the one that was 10,000 years ago kind of came in, and like I said, you're going to get a tile surge. Well, we probably only got a tile surge, and it kind of just cleared out these cities out. And then they had already planted through this whole valley, all types of fruits, and there were seeds everywhere popping up, and this was still closed. And when they came here, it was just a valley with the cities. And the water had rushed up and cleaned everything, but it just washed back away because it was still up high. We had one of the other numbers I showed you on there when this got all closed up, probably at 10.8, and they were here around 11.5. It'd be 10,080 years, or let's just say 10,000. And it was 11,520. Everybody likes to say 11,600, whatever. Okay, so in between those times. And then 10,080 maybe is when this got all destroyed too. Okay, so that's where the Garden of Eden is. And a little story I have about them is Prometheus and Gaia were their parents. And they're the ones that came here. After one of the cleansing, whatever, they moved from wherever they moved. I don't know. Maybe Turkey. And then they came to this place, and it was the Garden of Eden. It was just a river, 6 or 7 waterfalls came out of here, went through these cities and around these cities, and then there was some type of a mountain right here somewhere, and then it just ran out there, somewhere you could see the waterfalls, I guess. And then they came here, and it was cities, really nice, amazing art, like you've seen the best art we've had from 36,000 years ago, etc. And then what happened with Adam and Eve is there were Eve, Lilith, and Ellen. Now, Lilith was the firstborn. She had all black hair as a raven and black eyes like space, just black, scary. Then the next one was Ellen. She came out with green eyes, and she had like a strawberry, blondish, reddish, multicolored hair. And then there was Eve. She was the third born. And Adam, well, there was like 4 Adams or 5, 1 or 2, and some other guy, I can't remember his name. And they're all pronounced a little bit differently. Adam, Aduam, Adiem, and so 4 of those or whatever, and some other guy. And so they're all growing up, and around the time that Eve started, she developed before the other 2. And she had all the attention of all the Adams and plus the other one. And her brothers. This is starting over. There's no people around. So, they didn't have a choice, basically, I guess. And plus our bloodline doesn't mix with everybody. Like there's 7, races, 7 blood types. 6 you count them, but there's also the royal blood or whatever you want to call that too. Golden blood. They don't know what my blood is. I've gone in there a few times and they say I have to go do special testing. I'm like, well, why didn't it just come up with a chart? But anyways, so where were we? We don't lose the Garden of Eden. Where you go? Over there. Okay. Bring that over here. Okay. So then she had all the attention, and then all of a sudden the other 2 girls, Lilith and Ellen, they started getting, turning into women too. And then so Eve lost all the attention. So, and all the boys were interested in the 2, the other 2. And then she got mad, and she went and she gave one of her sisters a poison piece of fruit that made her, like, deathly sick. And then the other one, she put a snake in a bushel of sticks, and and she got bit by the snake and almost died. She's trying to get rid of the competition, I guess. And so that's why Prometheus and Gaia kicked her out of the Garden of Eden, and one of the Adams went with her. So Eve and Adam went cruising off on somewhere else, probably up this way, and the other one stayed there in what you might call, I think, is Babylon, but we don't know. And then it got all messed up, and then can't show you on the map on the phone, haha. Got all messed up, and then this split open the same time this up here split open. Okay. So that's basically the story I have with Adam and Eve. I know it was long, but we got to keep them short, right? Okay, thank you very much. And don't forget to look at my other videos and find out what those numbers are. They might save you.